Chapter 260. Persecution. Devil Heaven, you forced me to do this, Windlass roared as he immediately threw out a large net, which quickly grew larger in mid-air, and in the blink of an eye, it enveloped the entire space, trapping all 7 Devil Heavens within it. The other 6 of the 7 heroes of Heavenly City were stunned by this scene. They did not think that Windlass had such a powerful magic treasure. What are you still waiting for? Hurry up and grab the Devil Peaks. My immortal binding net will trap the Devil Heavens for a maximum of 3 hours. After 3 hours, we are still dead. Seeing the 6 people froze, Wu Feng quickly shouted, and then took the lead to rush towards Devil Peak, who was in a state of shock not far away. The other 6 people instantly reacted. They immediately understood the intention of Windlass. This was to use Devil Peak to threaten Devil Heaven. Only then would they have a way to live. Ah, you guys are looking for death. Dare to move a hair of my brother's sweat. I, Devil Heaven, swear to kill you all up in the sky and down in the earth. Ah. Seeing this scene, the Devil Heaven trapped in the binding immortal net, his eyes instantly turned crimson and roared in anger. There are many types of magic treasures in the cultivation world, such as attacking, defensive, trapping and so on, as well as some disposable magic treasures. This immortal binding net is a treasure that traps people. It doesn't have any offensive or defensive power, but it can trap people. Even if the other party has high strength, it would take some time to break free. At this moment, Demon Heaven was struggling violently in the immortal binding web. The entire space was covered by countless immortal webs, like a spider's web. Demon Heaven was trapped in it, unable to break free. You guys are looking for death. When I come out, none of you will live. If I don't kill you guys, it's hard to eliminate the hatred in my heart. Ah, I want you all to beg for life and beg for death. Within the immortal binding net, Devil Heaven continuously hissed, and the blazing fire rose from his angry eyes. In this spirit sealing space, it was the first time that someone had made him so suffocated. The other 6 of the 7 heroes of Heavenly City were extremely shocked. Wait until you come out. Windlass smiled coldly and surrounded Devil Peak with the other 6. The 7 invincible powerhouses displayed their chi at the same time, forming an intensive combined attack. Not far away, Devil Peak's face suddenly changed. Not good. As early as the first moment when Devil Heaven was trapped, Devil Peak sensed the crisis, and seeing the 7 Heavenly City heroes surrounded him, he immediately ran away towards the distance. It wasn't that he was heartless to leave behind Mochon, but he knew that, as long as he wasn't caught by the Heavenly City 7 heroes, when Mochon broke free, the Heavenly City 7 heroes would definitely die. Heavenly City 7 heroes, you are looking for death, Devil Feng said grimly. As long as you are captured, there is no fear that Devil Sky won't obediently give in. It's all because he forced himself. Windlass coldly said. A fist blasted towards Devil Peak. All of his battle power erupted, not holding back at all. The other 6 also surrounded and attacked one after another. -1 invincible powerhouses attacked with all their might. Demon Heaven was able to withstand it, but Demon Peak was not able to. Although he was the younger brother of Mochon, Mo Feng's qualifications were equally extraordinary, and he was a genius. But which of the people who dared to come to this spirit sealing space to try out was not a genius? Every single one of the 7 heroes of Heavenly City was a genius outside. Perhaps compared to Demon Heaven, the 3rd Prince of the Dragon, Kang Tian, and the others, the qualifications of the 7 heroes of Celestial City were inferior. But that was because Kang Tian, Demon Heaven, and the others were to heaven-defying in terms of talent. And Devil Peak obviously didn't reach this level. His natural qualifications were comparable to the 7 heroes of Heavenly City. And even he, who had just broken through the invincible realm long ago, was not a match for any of the 7 heroes of Heavenly City. Let alone talk about fending off the 7 people joining hands. Almost as soon as they touched each other, Devil Peak spat out blood and went away. Looking at Devil Heaven in the immortal binding net, he roared angrily. Stop. Let me out, and I promise to spare your lives. Seeing that Devil Peak suffered heavy injuries, Devil Heaven was worried and roared loudly. However, Windlass and the others still surrounded and attacked without stopping, straight away forcing Devil Peak into a desperate situation. Letting you out. Do you think I'm that stupid? HMPH. Windlass laughed coldly as he blasted out with a palm, and Devil Peak flew out backwards, blood spurting wildly. Among the 7, he was the strongest, while possessing many means, coupled with his superior intellect. The other 6 were all convinced and vaguely honored him as their leader. Unbridled, your great diffusion sect is not even worthy of mentioning shoes to our devil sect. If you move a hair on my brother's head today, in the coming day, I, Devil Heaven, will definitely step on your great diffusion sect. Devil Heaven's eyes were red with rage. Ha ha ha. Wu Feng laughed out loud as he mocked. It's true that my great diffusion sect is not as good as the devil sect, but at least there are dozens of harmonization stage powerhouses in town. Although your devil sect is powerful, but you, Devil Heaven, are just a mere outer disciple. Do you still want to command the devil sect? At this moment, under the siege of 7 people, Devil Peak could only tie his hands. His entire body's meridians were blocked, and he was being tackled by 2 of the heavenly city's 7 males. Cut the crap with him. I'm an outer disciple of the poison sect. If you're capable, come and try to step on the poison sect as well. Among the 7 heroes of Heavenly City, a black-clothed youth laughed eerily as he threw a black poison pill into Devil Peak's mouth. The 3 giants of the Devil Dao. Although the Devil Sect was the leader, the Poison Sect and the whole of 10,000 demons were equally not weak, not to mention that Devil Sky was just a tiny outer disciple. Even if he really became the Devil Sect's patriarch, he would not dare to destroy the Poison Sect. What did you do to my brother? Devil Heaven stared at him coldly, killing intent erupting in his eyes. After Devil Feng ate that black poison pill, his entire body was instantly wrapped in evil poisonous chi. Then Devil Feng's body trembled as he absorbed all the poisonous chi into his body. Hee, don't worry, this is a great tonic pill. After taking it, not only will your brother's injuries be completely restored, he will even advance further in his cultivation. You should be thanking me. The black-clothed youth from the Poison Sect laughed morosely. It was just that, not to mention Demon Heaven. Even the other 6 people, who were also the 7 heroes of Heavenly City, did not believe his words. Of course, if I move my mind, your brother will also instantly turn into blood. The black-clothed youth's subsequent words caused a heavenly murderous aura to ****** emerge from Devil Heaven's eyes. I'll remember you, even if I get out of the spirit sealing space. I, Devil Heaven, swear that I'll make you die without a burial place, Devil Heaven said with a face full of murderous aura. I advise you to be polite. Trust me, although my strength is not as good as yours, but in terms of using poison, when my poison sect disciples say second, no one dares to claim first. The black-clothed youth laughed morosely, not caring at all about Mochon's threat. After all, the flood continent was so big. The chances of him being able to meet Mochon were very few. Let go of my brother, Devil Heaven said in a cold voice. His whole body was filled with murderous aura. At this time, Windlass had already put away the immortal binding net. Of course, even if he didn't, he would be torn into pieces by Devil Heaven later. 2 of the 7 males from the Heavenly City immediately threw the Devil Peak to Devil Sky. Devil Sky coldly swept a glance at the 7 males from the Heavenly City, and then his divine thoughts probed out, probing the situation inside his brother's body. That black-clothed youth from the Poison Sect was right. At this moment, Demon Peak's injuries were indeed recovering at an extremely fast speed. However, in the process of recovery, some black poisonous chi was also spreading throughout Devil Peak's dungeon and meridians. It could be imagined that once these poisonous chi erupted, even if it was him in his place, Mochon would not be able to withstand it. It had to be said that the poison sect was indeed superior in the use of poison, and many righteous cultivators preferred to face the powerful demon sect disciples rather than the bizarre poison sect disciples, and this was the reason why. Soon, all of Devil Feng's injuries were recovered. He opened his eyes and saw the 7 mouths of Heavenly City not far away, and immediately became furious, but was immediately pressed down by Devil Heaven. Devil Peak thought for a moment, thought of the previous situation, immediately Divine Mind internal vision. Check his body situation. When he saw the body covered with gloomy and poisonous gas, he was immediately shocked and angry. "You are very good." Devil Peak was almost gritting his teeth. However, the 7 heroes of Heavenly City simply ignored him, and Windless looked towards Devil Sky and said indifferently, "How is it?" Devil Sky, now it's time for us to talk about cooperation. At this moment, Devil Heaven also had a gloomy face, although he wanted to immediately tear the Heavenly City 7 heroes in front of him into pieces, but considering the poisonous gas in his brother's body, he eventually held back. HMPH. Devil Heaven let out a cold snort and explained a few words to his own Devil Peak. Then his figure rushed towards the dark golden palace not far away. Seeing this, the 7 males of Heavenly City knew that Devil Heaven had gone soft, and immediately smiled at each other and also rushed towards the dark golden palace. However, they were very careful and didn't dare to be the first to rush in. Instead, they waited for Devil Sky to explore first. After all, with Devil Peak as a bargaining chip, they weren't afraid that Devil Sky would dare to play any tricks. Damn it. Devil Peak looked at the dark golden palace not far away. His face was gloomy and unsightly. It was all because he was not as strong as others that he had dragged his big brother into being held back. In front of the large door of the dark golden palace, with an angry look, Devil Heaven carefully stepped inside the door and was greeted by a world of darkness. Behind him, the 7 heroes of Celestial City followed cautiously. Roar. Suddenly, a roar came out from the dark world, and then the 7 heroes of Heavenly City saw a blue flame giant step out and blasted his fist towards Devil Sky, who had just entered the palace. The powerful force caused the surrounding space to tremble, and hot waves of fire swept across the entire heaven and earth. This blue flame giant was 5 feet tall, and his entire body was burning with blazing blue flames, appearing incomparably dazzling. He stared with crimson eyes, his gaze filled with a murderous aura, and every punch he blasted out carried with it unrivaled power and scorching waves of fire. Heavenly Demon Cross Chop. Sensing the strength of the flaming giant's power, the black devil blade appeared in Devil Heaven's hand. He coldly drank. His fleshly body power exploded, and the morose devil chi rushed out of his body, entwining above the devil blade. Then he forcefully chopped out. Immediately, a cross demonic chi chop blasted out, suppressing the flame giant in front of him. Roar. The flame giant was equally unwilling to show weakness. He roared. The flames around his body soared, and the fist blasted. Like a hot ball of fire smashing down, the power might not make Devil's Sky scornful, but the hot flames made Devil's Sky's face change. Thunderclap. Under the burning flames of the flame giant, the surrounding space distorted up extremely, as if it was about to collapse at any moment. What a powerful flame. This is different from the flames of the second layer of the endless fire sea. Like it has gathered the essence of it. Essence light flashed in Devil Heaven's eyes, and between the flip of the devil blade in his hand, he slashed out hundreds of slashes in a row. Boom, boom, boom. The flame giant's double fists waved and flames filled the sky, fighting with Devil Sky for hundreds of moves. But in the end, he was still cut off by Devil Sky's knife and collapsed with an alas roar. Worthy of being the supreme Devil Sky, even this flame giant that is comparable to the peak of invincibility can't block the might of your devil blade. Windless exclaimed in admiration, a trace of scorn flashing in his eyes. The other 6 of the 7 heroes of Heavenly City also came over. They looked at Devil Sky with some fear in their eyes. worthy of being a supreme. Devil Sky's strength was beyond their imagination. Cut the crap. Since we are exploring the palace together, later on, if you guys don't make a move, don't blame me for not being polite. Devil Heaven said in a cold voice. He had no favorable feelings towards these people. If he wasn't concerned about his brother's life, the first people he would kill would be these people. Don't worry, brother Devil Sky. Just now it was the flame giant that appeared to suddenly. We were not prepared. Next time we will definitely assist you with all our might. Windlass laughed, not caring at all about Demon Sky's face. After all, the two sides were enemies, not friends. If there was an opportunity, he would also find a way to eradicate Demon Sky. After all, with this enemy with a powerful talent around, he would also feel uneasy. HMPH. Devil Heaven snorted coldly at his words. Right at this moment, a violent trembling came from within the palace, and a hot wave of fire came crashing down on his face. And in the midst of the wave of fire, dozens of tall figures appeared, revealing a pair of crimson eyes,